In this video, we're going to try to make sense of acid-base indicators. Now, this table that we're looking at is in your data booklet, and that table is going to show three different kinds of indicators: litmus, bromothymol blue, and phenolphthalein. Those are three different kinds of indicators, and I know that you've seen litmus before. We know if red litmus turns blue, that it's going to be a basic solution. Whereas if blue litmus turns red, it's an acidic solution. Now, from the pH range, if the pH is 7, it's neutral. And pHs that are less than 7 are acidic. And if it's greater than 7, it's basic pH. And these colors in this table are reflective of the pHs that they're showing. So you can see that when we've got this red litmus, that means that the pH of the solution is going to be 4.5 or less. And if it's a pH, if we have red litmus turns blue, is going to be 8.3 or greater. So that's litmus, and that's kind of what we would expect. But let's take a look at this. A substance that turns litmus to blue, so maybe turns litmus to blue, would make phenolphthalein what color? Well, if we have the basic litmus, phenolphthalein we would expect to also be would also expect it to be basic. And when this is basic, phenolphthalein is pink colored. So I'm expecting that this would be a pink colored solution if I had the same chemical, a base, in phenolphthalein. Whereas a substance that turns bromothymol blue yellow, so if my bromothymol blue turns to yellow, I'm expecting that the pH is going to be 6.0 or less. And so the litmus would turn red because it's going to be an acid, right? If it's yellow here, then it's an acid, so it's going to be an acid here as well. So a substance that turns bromothymol blue to yellow will be red with litmus because it is an acid, right? So when we're looking at this table, these colors that are listed here, red corresponds to 4.5 and less. Yellow here corresponds to 6.0 and less. Colorless corresponds to 8.0 and less. Whereas blue is going to be 8.3 and more. Blue is 7.6 and more. And pink is 10.0 and more for each of these different kinds of indicators. So you want to be able to read this table. And let's say I gave you a chemical that had a pH of 2.5. You should be able to tell that litmus is going to be red, that bromothymol blue would be yellow, and that phenolphthalein would be colorless. If we had a pH that was known to be a pH of 11, I'm expecting it's going to be basic, so litmus will be blue because that's the basic end, that bromothymol blue would be blue, and that phenolphthalein would be pink.